Hello viewers, you are welcome again to this week's edition of Veritas University Abuja Half Hour, a television program where we look at academic excellence and quality formation at Veritas University Abuja. In this week's edition, we are looking at students' entrepreneurship at Veritas University Abuja. What we'll really be looking at is trying to look at some of those skills that some of our students in Veritas University Abuja are showcasing. Some of them in photography, some of them in tie and dye, some of them in cake baking and all that. We'll also interview some of the students to have a first-hand information of what they do and how they do it. I am not alone this week. We also have another skillful student, by the way, Nathaniel Ayodele, who is a final year student of mass communication at Veritas University Abuja. By this interview, we are also trying to make sure that we bring out the best in him so that when he goes out, he can continue with his own skill of interviewing people as a mass communicator. You are welcome to the studio, Nathaniel.
Thank you.
I hope you are ready to talk to your fellow students and get the best out of them in what they are doing in terms of showcasing their skills.
Yes. Although Veritas University has so many students that are into entrepreneurial skills, but I've been able to limit my meetings to some people. So I've been able to organize some people that will be able to talk to them, then they'll be able to discuss with us how they've been able to balance everything with school and also the entrepreneurial skills.
Actually, there is no way we can talk to every student on Veritas. We know that they have, but every now and then, we will try to bring some of them to the studio. We can also go to their workshop, as we want to do today. Today, I want you to take some of those students to show you in the entrepreneurs classes what they do. Take them to the entrepreneurial kitchen, whether they are baking cake or baking puff-puff, as the case may be. And also take some of them to the entrepreneurship workshop. I want us to talk to them in situ, where they are, what they are doing. And then we want to be sure that what they say they are doing, they are really doing it by looking at what they have produced and what they are about to produce. So I wish you good luck in this assignment.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hello again. We have in our studio Dr. Chika Duru, who is the head of Department of Entrepreneurship Department. Dr. Duru has come a long way in this department. He has helped us to raise a lot of skillful students at Veritas University Abuja. Doctor, you are welcome to our studio.
Thank you very much.
Today, what we want to look at is we discovered that there are a lot of students, not just those in your department, but also those students in Veritas University who are using your department and the facilities therein to improve on their skills. And so today we want to talk to such students. We want to have them demonstrate for us. We want to also ask them questions about how the skills they have learned in your department in Veritas University Abuja, have come to help them along the way. So you're welcome. Let me thank you for the good job you are doing.
Thank you very much.
How has it been trying to raise these students, not just academically, but also skillfully?
And thank you very much. It has not been easy. The process is a very long process. First, you must love what you do.
Right.
That's the first thing.
Passion.
The passion. You must love what you do, and everything comes in place. So
That reminds me of that political statement. Seek ye first the political kingdom, and all other things will be added unto you. Sorry.
not too good in biblical.
I know.
I know very well. You understand exactly what I'm saying. But however, first let me start with entrepreneurship. Every human being is an entrepreneur.
Really?
Everybody's an entrepreneur. And let me expand on this issue. Entrepreneurship is not about production. It's not about doing this. Entrepreneurship is changing a mindset, changing of youth, especially youth's mindset. thinking of after your academics, where would you be? Would you go back and start hunting for a job? Or would you start thinking of doing things for yourself? That's what entrepreneurship is all about. Entrepreneurship is the thinking process, the creative mind. I'll give you one example. All these side businesses like Akara, all those, they couldn't work. They're not educated, perhaps not. But they think that, oh, we can't die of hunger. Started thinking, we have to do something. That is the entrepreneurship.
So, in other words, the aim is to go beyond the certificates that we'll get at the end of our 4 or 5 year degree program, and think of how we can use our mind, thought, and skills.
Like I said again,
Yes.
I'm giving you a typical example.
Okay.
Those older women who sell akara alongside the road. They started thinking, oh, okay, I can't work in CBN.
Right.
I can't work in NNPC and etc. What next? Should I sit down and sit around and die of hunger with my children? Therefore, I have to do something. You see, the entrepreneurship in the person start coming out. Could start thinking, what's next? I have to do something. Before he started, she started creatively, started thinking, let's do this. Oh, I think we will make money. And if I started doing this, I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to pay my rent, feed my children. So that's the entrepreneurship. So production is a product of an entrepreneurship practice. Does it make sense?
It makes sense. It makes more sense to me now, because it's beginning to make more sense, because what you are saying is that it doesn't stop you from acquiring university education. It doesn't stop you from acquiring the certificate. But in addition to that certificate, what else can you do? What else can I do in order, not just so that I don't die of hunger, if I understand you very well, but also so that I can contribute to the society using my God-given talents. Exactly. Did I understand you very well? Exactly. And that's what we are helping the students, first of all, to discover those skills, and then to help them, put them in practice.
It does not matter what you're studying in Veritas University. It can be chemistry, biochemistry, whatever you're studying. You have the entrepreneurship, the thinking process, thinking ability, the creative mind, the innovative mind, to say, when I get this certificate, what next?
Okay.
What if I can't get a job? Will I sit around and die of hunger?
Or even if I get a job, anyway.
Or even if you get a job, would that be enough?
Good.
Would that be enough? In other words, whatever I studied, whether you did physics, whatever you studied, that's a way you can put it into money-making process. Like people who studied biochemistry, microbiology, they can start open up their laboratories. You can do anything. There are a lot of people who, marketing students, can learn how to be consultants, businesses. The thinking is entrepreneurship. I can't stay idle. I can't, because my parents paid a lot of school fees for me. So what next? I should be able to contribute to the family. So what if my father is no longer there? What's going to happen? Paycheck to paycheck? It's not going to happen. Therefore, let me start thinking beyond making my going to job to get a job.
Wow. It's been so so encouraging to hear some of this, but I really don't want us to end it with you, even though I feel nice talking to you each time I have this opportunity. But I would like to talk to those students to hear first-hand information from them, and that is what we will do next from the studio. I will hand over to some of my colleagues, including one of the anchors for today, Nathaniel Ayokunle Ayodele, who will also talk to some of those students, It's been nice talking with you, Doctor.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for the good work you are doing at Veritas University.
All of us are doing it.
We will not be tired of inviting you.
It's not going to happen.
I know, but we will not be tired of inviting you each time there is need for it.
Thank you
for coming, sir.
Glad to be here.
You're welcome, sir.
Good day and welcome back. It is still Veritas Half Hour. And today we'll be talking to Stephanie, a 200 level student of Veritas University in the Department of Computer Science. Stephanie here will be talking to us on how she has been able to mix being a student and also being an entrepreneur. So Stephanie, please tell us, what do you do?
I'm a nail technician. I fix nail, I design nail. I'm also an artist. I sketch human beings. That's basically what I do here in school.
So you said you're a nail stylist. So that means nails can also be styled.
Yes, nail can be styled.
Wow. One day would you like to style my own nails?
When you're down.
Okay. So now, what motivated you to go into nail technology and artistry?
When I came to this school, I noticed that students like to look good, so they have their nails done and look good. But before I came to this school, I already started fixing nails, mostly for myself. So I decided that why not do it here and get paid since students like it. So that was what made me started fixing nails and designing nails. Then for artists, for the sketching, I did that as I started as a hobby. I just sketch when I'm bored. It makes me feel good. So when I came here, while sketching sometimes here, students will be like, wow, this is so good, this is so nice, will you sketch me? And I thought, okay, because most of them want to just be sketched, why not put a price to it so that they pay me and then I sketch them. So that was how I started sketching here in school. Okay,
so now, being a student of computer science and also being an entrepreneur, how have you been able to work both together that none clashes with the other?
Well, there have been a few setbacks, especially for the painting and fixing of nail, because sometimes I have clashing appointments with my clients and then with my class. And I'm here to study, so I have to cancel most times and study. So I have loss on my end from canceling because I don't get paid. Then for the sketch, I don't have any setback because it's basically what I do at my leisure hour. So no.
So basically your nail technology work comes in clash with your class. So you have to leave one for the other.
Yes.
So looking at these setbacks, how have you been able to handle them?
Most times I reschedule. I mean, few times I reschedule. Most times I have to go to class, so I go for class instead. I don't want to joke with that. I don't want it to get in the way of my studies. Yes. Yes.
So looking at how Veritas University has brought up this platform to showcase students that are currently in school and those that have graduated, have you been able to use this platform to showcase your own arts and all?
I've not been able to do that, but I have a sample of a rough sketch I did. I can showcase here because I didn't really know about this platform. So I have a sketch I did while at home of my friend.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Hope you draw me sometime. Do you think I'll look good on paper?
It's just small money.
Don't worry, we'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah, and this is a sketch of myself. Does this look like me?
Yes, this looks like you.
Okay. So those are just the few samples I have here.
Okay, so do you go through any issues like when communicating with students, trying to get them to come and patronize you?
No, I don't stress so much about it. I'm confident of what I do.
So it just comes naturally?
Yes, people come to me naturally. But I also talk to people. If I see that someone has nails on, I'll be like, oh, who did these nails? It's really nice. I also do nails. You can come and meet me when you take off this one for something else.
Okay, so that is it now. We just finished talking to Stephanie. And thank you. We'd like to talk to you some other time. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're with Tessa, a student of microbiology in Veritas University and also a photographer. And here we are in the mass communication photo lab. This is where the school has actually helped to showcase students' talent. And basically it's not just for mass communication students, so that's why we have Tessa here. So Tessa, how are you doing? You're looking very good today actually.
Thank you, I'm fine, thank you.
So Tessa, now, photography, did you go into it as a conscious effort or you just found yourself doing photography?
You could say it was an accident. I found myself doing that. It just kind of happened. At the point, my phone was stolen, so I went home. I remember that I had a camera at home, so I just picked it up, and you could say I fell in love with it. That's how the journey began.
So basically, it wasn't a passion?
No, it didn't start out as a passion.
Okay.
So just
Okay, so now, your brand name, what's your brand name?
I go by Tessa, yes, because that's my nickname, yes, just Tessa.
Okay, so what's the story behind the name? Did you just pick it up or?
It's a nickname that I want. My full name is Aluteresa, so it's kind of long, so I just chose my nickname since everybody already knows me by that. So.
Okay. So now, do you have any mentors, or basically what just inspired you to continue going into this photography as a thing?
Yeah, when I picked up the camera, I liked the outcome. I got more interested. So I see a lot of people on Instagram, on different social media, Pinterest, YouTube. So I take their work, I examine it, and see ways I can improve. You see some they are very young. You see male, female, everybody doing different things, and I got inspired by it, so I continued.
So now, knowing that you're a student in Veritas University and also you're doing this as a business also,
yes.
have you been able to balance both of them, that they don't come in contact to any of them?
It's been tough because there are certain times that you want to do your photography, and then you have courses, you have to concentrate on school, because that's the main thing that brought you here. Photography is just something of the side. Yeah, it's a passion, but I have to keep school on the foreground. So let me say sometimes I have lectures and I have a section with the client.
Okay.
I'll tell the person, please can we reschedule for like an hour, 2, I should be done, I'll get back to you. So that's how it works, try to balance everything.
So looking at your camera here, what model is this?
This is Nikon D5000, yes.
Oh, so why did you pick this camera?
It was what I had at home. My dad got it a long time ago, so I just stayed with this one. As I go further, I'll get new one.
So you fell in love with this, or you're just using it basically because that's what you have now?
No, I fell in love with this. I fell in love with cameras, and I'm obsessed with cameras now. So
You're obsessed with cameras now? Wow, sweet. So demonstrate to us, how do you take your pictures and all?
Okay, you want a picture?
Please. I think I'll look nice. And now we're with Aleva Christabel, a student of mass communication in 400 level, and she's also a baker. And here we are in the entrepreneurship showroom. This is where the school has actually helped to allow students showcase their skills and how they've been able to move everything with their education. So, Christabel, what is the story behind how you started your business?
Okay, so basically, baking is something I've always wanted to do. I like baking, I like cakes generally, so I'm like, why don't I learn how to bake instead of buying cakes, since I like cakes so much. So it's something I've always wanted to do, but I didn't have the time, even though I used to watch YouTube videos. And also this, the lockdown period, I used it to start baking, to learn how to bake. And even though when I started baking, everybody thought I wasn't serious, but I learned within a very short period, and I was able to catch up. I learned so many things within the short period, and I started baking like during the lockdown. I started baking for money, and yes, that was how I started. So I just started recently. Okay,
so you didn't tell us the name of your business.
Oh, Shiwe Confectionery, because confectionery covers every aspect of baking, like cakes and pastries.
So the Shiwe, where did you get that from?
Oh, Shiwe is my tribal name from Shiwesi. So Shiwe is like the short form of Shiwesi. Yeah.
True. So now, what platforms do you actually use to promote your work?
Social media. I think everything is going digital now. So a lot of people are buying and selling online, basically. So let me say 80% of my customers, I've gotten them from social media, because I place adverts on my Instagram page. So that's where I get market from mostly, and then from family and friends. Okay,
so you said social media. So basically you're not targeting people that don't use social media, like the older generations?
For now, yes, because I'm not so big yet. So by the time I get big, I'll have billboards, I'll place adverts on magazines and newspaper, and that's when I get big. So I'm not big yet.
I like your dream.
Thank you.
So now, basically, did you start this for your own financial upkeep, or you just did it as a hobby?
Okay, like I said, baking is something I've always liked, but let me say I was scared of going. Not like I was scared, but I'm like, it looks so difficult. If I go into it, will I be able to do it? But when I went, I discovered the more I bake, the more I enjoy it. So I really enjoy baking. So it's like a two-way thing. It's something I do for money, and it's something I enjoy doing. So it's a win-win. Yeah, I'm doing it as a hobby and also as a skill.
So basically, I heard you made these cakes.
Yes.
Can I have one?
Sure, you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good.
Thank you.
So now, wow, thank you for this cake. Now, after school, do you want to continue being a communicator or you want to go into this business fully?
Okay, mass comm is also something I like. It's a course I really like, and that's why I went to it. But then I think I would like to continue the business. I would like to go international. Yes, I would like to be my own boss because, like I said, it's something I really enjoy doing. I would like to bring up like the young ones into the baking thing.
Business,
Yeah,
okay.
so I would really like to continue. I'll have to have a big name for my baking brand. Yeah.
So thank you for joining us today, and I'll be sure to keep these cakes.
Sure.
So thank you. So now we have Abraham, a student of political science in VERITAS University, and also he makes shirts for students and also other people outside. So welcome on the show, Abraham.
Yeah, thank you very
Abraham,
much.
please tell us how did you start to acquire this skill?
Yeah, I acquired this skill in secondary school. Yeah, I went to Nigerian military school. Okay. They taught boys how to do a lot of things, like barb hair, sew clothes, like the fish farming, tie and dye as well, baking. Yeah, so that's why I acquired my skill, the tie and dye, the dyeing and bleaching.
So what made you think you should venture into tying and dyeing?
Yeah, to start with, I love fashion so much.
Sure.
I'm emotionally tied to fashion. You can see.
It's obvious.
Yeah, I'm dripped up. So yeah, so I love fashion so much, and I'm coming to this university. Yeah, I started like my fashion experience, like wiring, and got to this side where I was like, I need to make my own shirts. I need to wake up in the morning and put my own shirts on.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, trying to put my shirts on, I need to do something unique because a lot of people look up to me by the grace of God, yeah. A lot of people look up to me and they always expect big things because they give me a lot of love. There's this love people send to me and lights and prayers. So I need to do something unique, not to do like what other merchants are doing. I'll always just take it to the printer, print name and all those things.
True.
And this is my brand name. I wanted something unique. So I say, since I know how to dye and tie and bleach and all those stuff, so let me just do something unique too. And let it stand out like Nike, Adidas, at least with time.
True.
So that's what I started.
So now, Abraham, these are your products, right?
Yeah.
So like, how long does it take to produce just one shirt?
For me, this is just hours. Yeah, hours, like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Maximum?
It depends. Because this collection, I made them during rainy season. So you can see, I made them during rainy season.
Okay.
So it took like days because rain, you have to like take it out.
Let me see one. Wow, this is really nice. This is really nice. So like, how much did this go for?
It goes for 4,000 naira. It's supposed to be more. Yeah,
Okay.
In fact, it's supposed to be more, but I'm just trying to do something. Since it's not, I didn't do it because of finance. I did it because of the vision and the love for fashion. So I made it like cheap, like so people could afford it. Anybody could afford it, and students give them like discounts.
Oh, there's a discount for students?
Yeah, it's a discount for students. If you come to me and say you want a discount, okay, I'll say yeah, sure. But outside of school now,
They have a stated price?
yeah, it is a stated price, of course.
This is really nice. And looking at the combination of the colors, they really go so well.
Yeah, there are different collections.
Oh, you have other ones?
Yeah, the new collection called the Purple Haze collection.
Okay.
Yeah, just purple, different colors, but purple has to be there.
There in it.
This one is different too.
Thank you, viewers, for investing your time with us this week again. Nathaniel, how did it go with the students?
It was very eventful, and I learned a lot actually myself. So I feel students are actually doing very well in VERITAS University thanks to the entrepreneurship department, I think.
I particularly liked seeing the girl who is into photography. Because before now, it used to be that, oh no, it is a man's world. Yeah. It's only men who go into photography. But I was happy seeing her talk confidently about what she does with the cameras and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tessa is even a student of microbiology, and there's like no connection with microbiology and photography, but she's very good at what she does.
Unlike even people who go into photography and say, because I am studying mass communication,
Yes.
she is microbiology. But in spite of microbiology, I think this brings us back to what Dr. Chikaduru said earlier,
Yes.
that it is not about what you study, it is not about the certificate you earn, it's about what you can do with your skills and mind. So if in microbiology, she can also be doing photography. And then there's another lady who is doing bakery.
Yes.
From what department I carry? Mass communication, and then bakery.
Yes.
Well, I mean, one would think that they are incongruous, but it is not.
True.
For as long as it is something that she enjoys doing. As Dr. Duru said earlier, passion. Passion, I think that's what drives it.
Yes.
The passion to do most of those things.
And actually thank Veritas University for giving us all this opportunity for that.
We're talking about skills. Let me also thank you. You exhibited some nice skills during your interviews.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, viewers. My name is Cyril Ole, and I anchored today with Nathaniel Ayodele. Thanks for investing your time with us. See you next week.